somebody hit my car and it keeps drawing my attention to the headlights that we're currently restoring. So I'm using the Headlight Restorer Kit by Maguire's, which I've been very happy with.
Top picture is before and the bottom picture is after.
I'm just finishing up the job as I'm recording the intro, but first I clean the car using the Gold Class car wash, and then I'm going to finish up using the ceramic detailer, which we'll move on to the... Anyway, let's carry on. The first time somebody crashed into it, they actually reversed into it and they had one of those tow hooks on the vehicle. So basically the bottom of the bumper was pushed in and the top bits kind of popped a little bit and they've damaged the clips. And then the second time is over the wing on here, which has kind of made it a little bit worse on that side. We'll take another look at the headlights so you can really see from this angle what we're dealing with the fogginess and the haziness and the little scratches on there. I am not sponsored by Maguire's and I paid my own money for the products. I'm even using one of their competitor brands when I'm doing this project. But it's a brand that I've been using for many years, so that's why I chose the kit that I went with. Here you've got the clips which have been damaged. So let me just show you. So they come off pretty easy. They're meant to clip through at the top here to the little panels, but even if you press them in, they just basically come off when I'm driving. And then the damaged panel is just along here. So I think it was a Luton van or something, but it's basically bent it in this bit, it sticks out here, and then it bends back. We'll start off with the headlight restoration kit and what you get in the box. So in the box, you get 2 wall pads, and the wall pads are numbered. So you have 1, 2, and then on the other pad you have 3 and then 4, and that's the process that you use these pads in. You also have the drill adapter for polishing it at the end, and then you get this plastic cleaning solution here which you use as you're going through the process, which we'll show you shortly. What caught my eye on this particular product is you can use it with boat windows. So a lot of the stuff that I do on the car, I actually adapt that on the boat. So I'll be detailing the boat, and if I'm happy with the products, then the boat gets that same treatment. So hopefully I'll be able to use this on these windows because they're a little bit kind of phased, because the boat is a 2002 Sonata C40. So that is also getting on a little bit now. Once we've cleaned the car, done the headlight restoration and the glue is setting, what I'm going to do is use the ceramic cleaner. As you can see, we've got the alternative brand where it's turtle wax. So this is a microfiber towel with this synthetic material, giving you the same kind of feel as clay for detailing clay. You can buy these in a kit which do have the detailing clay in, but they were unavailable, which is why I purchased one of those. I paid all my own money for them, and then if I like the products, I'll put them in my Amazon store, which you'll see the link below. If you don't see them on the Amazon store, it's because I don't get along with them and I won't put them on. First up, we're going to clean the car using the Gold Class. So I chose this because it doesn't have any wax inside, so it's shampoo and conditioner. 4 caps to 4 litres of water is what you need. I've been using it for many years and I did pay my own money. You can even see the security tag on there. There we go. First up, just rinsing the car down. Then we want to give it a real good clean because we don't want any contaminants in the paintwork to start scratching the surface as we're working with it, and then we want to give it a good dry. Next up, we're going to be doing the lights. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape around here just to make sure we don't go over the top and end up scraping the paintwork. So I'm actually going to use frog tape. It's a product that I've used before, just a masking tape. And then while we're doing that, we want to get the wall pad 1 and 2 ready. So what we're going to do is just get a little bit of water and we're just going to soak the pad up while we are masking up the area. Car's clean, we've masked off the area. Next step is to get the actual plastic cleaner out of the box. Give it a good shake, and then we're going to apply it using a microfiber cloth. Just dab it on around. Then we're going to get the one that says side 1.
You want to push it down like a medium to firm press and just keep doing circular motions. And what you do is you do side 1 first, then you wipe the headlight down with a clean microfiber towel, and then you reapply the paste, and then you go on to stage 2, and then you do the same for 3 and then 4. With the woolen pads, just keep dipping them in water from time to time so the paste doesn't build up too much on them.
You can hear the difference between what's done, so let's do the front, and then the rough bit at the top. Hear how the sound changes?
The process itself is actually quite easy to do. It's kind of manual labor as opposed to technical, and just take your time. So between the pads you might notice there's a little bit more hazing, but as you're going down throughout the pads you will start removing that hazing and you'll start to make them more clear.
So if you're new to the channel, this is a playlist of the channel, so it's not the main kind of thing. So the car is made in 2009. I manage and maintain it myself, as I'm trying to save up to buy a camper van, well, a van to convert into a camper van. But I also own a 40-foot sailboat, which I do a lot of maintenance projects on, and I take it out as well from time to time. So if that sounds like something for you, then perhaps you want to subscribe. The products that I use, I pay my own money for, so it's not sponsored in any way. If I like the products, then I add them to my Amazon store. So at the moment it looks like I'm going to be adding this one to the store because it's working very well actually, better than I expected it. It's been more work than I thought it was going to be, but you know, for the results, I mean, probably just do this once really. But I mean, I'm in stage 3 now and it's already way better. I like the Maguire's products in general, which is why I chose them today. Again, I paid full retail from them. I tend to use the blue bottled the ceramic wax as opposed to the detailer. The detailer is going to be my first time actually using it today, so we're going to see how that works out. They are looking much better and they feel much smoother. Now part of the kit is this little handy attachment for the drill, so we're going to buff it, so we're going to take our time with it. Again, we're going to put the plastic paste on. I'm just going to dab it on like so. And then we're just going to take our time.
I'll speed up the footage just so the video doesn't get too long, but you don't press too hard on the drill at all. You just let the drill do the work and then just buff it around, and you can see it's really coming up a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. It's really starting to pop. It's a good kit, I recommend it. Stay tuned for the ceramic detailer.
Much better, smooth to the touch. Visually looks much better, but speaking of visually, it's time to do this bit. So it's time to take off the tape and move on to the next job. The next job on the list is actually using the CT1 to re-stick this. So once again, we're going to use the frog tape to tape off the area. Now these are actually plastic clips. So underneath here, there's plastic clips that will go in here. However, they're actually broke, so even if I press it in, they don't clip on. Even if I sneak up on it, give it a bash, they won't stay in. Both all the car detailing and this store here that I went to, both times the alarm went off when I left the store. Now I had paid for it, but yet nobody even cared. Like I just walked out, it was going beep. But anyway. You can see on my 16-year-old car how the paintwork absolutely pops, and it's really bright, shiny. It's because I used the Maguire's ceramic wax, which is the blue bottle of this, but this is the detailer. It's a new to me product. I've never used it before, and I'm using it with one of the clay rags. Also not used one of these before. They're meant to kind of be an upgrade to the clay bars, which kind of absorb the grit. So as I run my fingers across here, I feel there's some contaminants on the paintwork because they get embedded over time. So we're going to be kind of using this to kind of draw them out. So first impressions of the mitt, I did like it because you can put your hand in there, but I find that this grips and your hand comes out quite a lot, and also because of the texture of the mitt, it seems to leave a little kind of honeycomb marks on the kind of paintwork. Maybe it's just me, first impressions. Let's see how we get on with the rest of the car. So I've only done this one panel so far. Already looks really good, so let's continue. When it comes to waxing and polishing, that's the way you do it, in circles. With claying, you basically just do it in cross, so this way and then this way, and then you buff it out. What you'll notice when you're pulling it on is the clay will actually start picking up contaminants, and you can hear it and feel it when you're using a cloth. So let me show you. So here there's basically no noise because there's not much contaminants. You can hear a little bit, but as we make our way down, hear more of the rougher sound, and I can feel it through here because obviously get front wheels pulling up all the grit and dirt. So at the top you don't really get that much, the bottom you do. And as you're working it in, the noise will start fading.
With the textured side, you just keep going until you can't hear any resistance, any grit or roughness sound. Give it another spray and then wipe it down with a clean microfiber towel, and you'll notice the mirror shining. It should also feel very smooth to the touch. Let's move to the rooftop because you can see it with the light a lot easier. I found the best thing to do with the product is not letting it dry out too much. The best way I found is doing panel by panel. It's always tricky making YouTube videos because you want to show everybody everything. However, you kind of get punished for doing that through the algorithms if people tune out. So I really appreciate if you like the video. Speaking of liking, you can see the difference now between the right side and the left side of what has been done. We'll move on to the finished vehicle so you can see it gleaming. Now with the paintwork itself, it does have stone chips inside, and you do have the swirl marks, which I'll be tackling next time. And you can see the headlights came out very nice. I did look on Amazon for the reviews for the products, and all of the products that I used today have over 1,000 reviews and have over 4.5 stars. For reference, I'll leave the links in the description and the reviews at the end.
Got the roof box on, we've got the liquid Moly because we're going on another adventure. Next time I do car detailing, what I'll do is I'll do the kind of fine scratches in the paintwork and repair them because I'm about to go to Wales and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some more as we're going through country lanes. But yeah, it's looking good, so I'm going to pop this in. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for being fans.